Hello and welcome to the Mercury Vapor Glow channel. Today I'd like to present to you this gorgeous West German fixture made in 1963, the Disco or Dr. Ingenieur Scheider and Company LPM6 fixture. Here you can see the logo, unfortunately upside down. This fixture has seen better days, as you can see. On the canopy the paint has chipped. I believe this fixture was painted by some private owner later in its life in this nice 60s or 70s green color here. And this fixture has some particularly unusual features that I'd like to share with you today. So firstly, if we have a look from the bowl here, you can already see that this fixture has unusual light sources. There is one 20-watt fluorescent tube and one 65-watt U-shaped tube inside this fixture, which is in itself pretty unusual. Well, I guess I have the T8 equivalents in here of 18 watts and 58 watts, but the point is that this configuration is pretty unusual for a fixture, and I'll come back to other features of this fixture here soon. The bowl, as you can see, is in a kind of a refractor type pattern that diffuses the light and hides a little bit of the insides, although we can still very well see the tubes inside right now. And what is kind of unusual about this fixture is this contraption here. This knob here actually activates a pretty complicated mechanism inside. And if you turn this, you can open the bowl, and if you turn it even more, you can also take out the inner part of this fixture. This is pretty unusual. Not a lot of fixtures have something like that. So I guess let's just activate this. And there are 4 little holders inside that start moving when I activate this. And first they move only on one side so that the bowl can open, and you can already see the bowl gets loose. Oh, there it has sprung open. Here are these holders. You see, when I turn the here, this thing here, they move. But these 2 ones here, they move first, so the bowl gets open, and now you can change the light sources here as I've already told you, the pretty unusual configuration. The other 2, they still hold in the bowl so that it does not fall out. This in itself is pretty unusual. To get more into the innards of this fixture, let's just turn this even farther, and then the bowl also gets released, and now I can take it out when this is back like this. So it's pretty smart and very unusual. And now we can see the fixture completely without the bowl. Both of these hooks on both sides have retracted now, so I could take off the bowl. And well, it's a preheat fixture, so down here you have the holder for 2 starters, and there is an electronic starter put in for the U-shaped tube to prolong its life, as they're pretty unusual and harder and harder to find these days. You can see the holder for the U-shaped tube here first, and then the holder for one end of the straight 20-watt tube here. And here on the upside, of course, there's only holder for the straight tube, and there is the original here was missing, so I made a counterpart that holds the tube here, because this U-shaped tube else would just fall out when I would open the fixture if there was no holder. So it was necessary to recreate this. And to get the fixture open even more, we have to activate this latch here. There's a latch inside. If you pull on this ring here, it activates, as you can see, this holder here inside the thing, and then you can open the gear compartment. And I guess let's just do that right now. So let's activate this, and the gear compartment starts coming out like this. I will put the hooks a little bit more back so that it can just hang open, just like that. And now we are inside the fixture and we can see the back side. And here we come to another unusual fixture feature here that's not commonly seen in many fixtures. That is, we have two ballasts here, of course. The smaller ballast is for the 18-watt tube or 20-watt T12 tube, and this is powered straight from the mains. It has no capacitor or for power factor correction or anything, but the other ballast here, the bigger one, it's for the 65-watt T12 or 58-watt T8 that is here in it. It is actually not in parallel but in series with this huge capacitor, and unfortunately on this fixture there is nothing I could read about it, but the capacitor is dated 1963. I think we can even see it on the inside here. It's 1963. I hope you can see it. So this means that the fixture will be from this time also. And what this huge capacitor here does, it's not for power factor correction, but it's for phase shifting. So it means that the sinus of the phase is shifted so that the tubes don't blink at the same time, actually, but it's shifted. So you could use this fixture, for example, in a room where there is running machines and stuff, and you would not have the stroboscope effect. So pretty unusual for a streetlight. This is usually not really required. So that's why I wonder a little bit why this is here, but I guess it works. Just it trips RCDs. It doesn't like RCDs. So for running it with an RCD and with the fixture grounded, you would have probably to deactivate this feature here. And here you can see I also had to fabricate this connection block here because it was missing in this fixture. I got this just with a few these cables here dangling, and that was it. And what I did actually fabricate here is the this connection block here. You can turn off the tubes independently if you wish so. This is possible with this circle, and also I have written down how to connect it because it's maybe not everybody will understand. And last but not least, is the elephant in the room, is this contraption that moves this this hooks and everything. It's activated here by this latch, but as you can see here, it is turning like two rods. One rod is turned directly and the other rod on this side is turned by this two asymmetrical pulleys here, and it's made so that this pulley is smaller and this is bigger, so this moves slower, and this is why it is still holding in the bowl. When you open it, only opens on one side first and on the other side second. It's a pretty smart design, and the West German engineers, they lived up to their name here, I guess, because it's a really unusual and smart design that still works after 60 years. So well done, I guess. And that's it. The fixture, as you can see, has seen some better days. I have actually repainted the front here because it was very rusted and already once painted white. You can see like with a paintbrush or something. Where the private owner, it was probably privately owned for a longer time, so that may be why this was done. And this is not stainless or anything. I just painted it so that it looks nice. And here on the inside I left it original because it's only original ones, as I like to say, and since it works I left it for now. So let's try and close this back up without breaking the tubes. Just get the latch here to work, shift this a little more upwards, and if we see here the click, it's in. Oh, I don't hear the click. Okay, now it has latched, and now we come back to the bowl and we put the bowl back in. We need to move this hooks a little bit more inward to be able to do this. Let's just put the bowl in like that, like it's supposed to sit, and now these 4 hooks will just suck it in when I turn this in, and the fixture is closed again. So for a lineman it's a pretty simple thing to do, and I think it's a pretty smart thing. I guess we are at the point where we can fire this nice gorgeous thing here up. Let me just start it up for you and we'll see how it works. So this being a preheat fixture, you could see the one tube start first. That's on the normal starter, and the preheat electronic starter for the U-shaped tube activated it a little later, and now we can see it's pretty bright for its size. They put as many tubes in here as they could, but the fixture is still relatively small. Well, I guess it weighs like 7-8 kilos. It's already some weight, but still okay for its age and for its size, I guess. Not very bright, but bright enough for a smaller street, or even a little like medium frequented street or something. You can hear the ballasts a little bit. They are humming. There is a little noise coming from them, and it still works mighty fine for its age. Really nice fixture here. I hope you liked this video, and thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.